All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, the 2021 NFL Draft was good to the New England Patriots as they addressed many needs on both sides of the football. First and foremost, we saw the Patriots get quarterback Mac Jones in the first round. The second round saw them add Alabama defensive tackle offensive tackle Christian Barmore, and then we saw them pick up the defensive end from Oklahoma in the third round in one Ronnie Perkins, just to highlight some of their picks in this draft. And pardon me, I was correct the first time. Christian Barmore is a defensive tackle. But, you look at it, it was all about adding depth on both sides of the ball for the New England Patriots. And, of course, this is on top of what they did in a very busy offseason in free agency, which was unpatriot-like, signing the likes of wide receiver Nelson Aguilar, defensive end / outside linebacker Matthew Judon, the return of Dante Hightower at middle linebacker to really set that defense as he sat out 2020 due to COVID. Picking up a pair of tight ends in Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, and along with defensive back Jalen Mills. So it's important, and it has been important for the Patriots to get back to doing what they do, because last year marked the first time since 2002 that New England did not make the playoffs. And it was also the first time since 2000 since they had a losing record. And when you think about the Patriots organization, since Robert Kraft has been the owner, they've only had 3 losing seasons. And I know a big part of the last 20 years was quarterback Tom Brady. But make no mistake about it, he still had some talent around him. And even before that, there was talent there, because remember, the Patriots did win the AFC Championship in 1996. But you look at it right now, Mac Jones is the quarterback of the future for the Patriots. And I know right now it's going to be Cam Newton's job to lose as the 2021 NFL season begins. But you figure like this, and I said it before in a previous podcast, kudos to the Patriots for getting their guy in Mac Jones, but not having to trade up and, sacrifice draft capital to get him, because I really thought seeing Mac Jones taken in the top 5 or top 10 might have been a reach, but him going where he did it, pick number 15 to New England, was good. And on top of that, I think out of all of the teams that needed quarterbacks heading into the draft, he was the best fit for what the Patriots do, vice versa. And you look at it, it's all about the talent that you're going to put around Mac Jones. The Patriots are going to be committed to running the ball. They want to definitely improve their passing game, because this was a total offense that was near the bottom of the NFL last season, and that's not going to cut it. New England was 15th overall in defense, and that's a credit to Belichick, in spite of the fact of all of the absences due to COVID that they had, and not to mention their defense wore out as the season progressed because their offense simply could not get it done. That's not going to be the case this year, and New England knows that they must keep up with the Joneses, because Miami has improved in the AFC East, as have Buffalo, and a lot of people feel that Buffalo is now the team to beat in that division. So you're looking at it going forward. New England has definitely put the framework to get right back into the competitive mode. I don't see Mac Jones starting this season at quarterback, but if the Patriots do struggle on offense at some point this year, I do think he will definitely get some reps. If not, this is definitely the last year for Cam Newton in New England. You look at it, Mac Jones was a system guy at Alabama, and of course Nick Saban and Bill Belichick, they're intertwined. Of course, we know that once upon a time, Saban was Belichick's defensive coordinator in Cleveland with the Browns. We've seen Saban over the years draft his fair share of players from the University of Alabama, and Mac Jones definitely falls under that umbrella as well. I think Mac Jones will have some success. He will come in, he'll be prepared to work with Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. He'll get on the same footing, so to speak, and it's going to be a progression, but I think he's going to be ready to go. You look at this Patriots offense, it's similar to what Alabama does a lot of spreading the football around to your key players, and I think that's what New England is going to get back to doing right now. So we saw the Patriots definitely have a big-time setback this past season, as to be expected with all the departures and, of course, the loss of Tom Brady at quarterback. But make no mistake about it, anybody who thought that the Patriots were going to be in a long-term spiral, think again, as that evil empire, as some people like to refer to them in Foxborough, is back on the rise. So folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.